Hey guys, Junior Crash here, and today I'm going to be doing a tutorial video on how to boost your FPS in Minecraft. So this could also help with a lot of other games too, part of it will. What I'm going to be doing is telling you a bunch of things that will definitely 110% boost your FPS in Minecraft. Alright, the reason why I'm making this video is because a lot of those videos out there on YouTube are just not helpful. They tell you to just change your settings down to low quality stuff when you really don't want to be doing that. You want to have a good quality game and you don't want to make it unplayable for yourself. So that is why I'm making this video, so that you can make it still very playable and very nice looking without, well, having low FPS. So works on low end and high end computers. So what you're going to do first is you're going to type Windows key R, and then you want to go to temp, type it in. And you want to click OK or enter. And now you'll notice that it's showing a few files. I've already cleared this today, so just, oh god, not shortcut. Click delete. I'll just skip this. If it says that it cannot delete certain files, just keep it, I guess. Depending on how old, like, or how long you've had your computer, this will be way more filled up. Like, for example, mine had 18 gigabytes worth of temp files in here. I had to redo it though because I messed up a little bit in the tutorial, but I got it figured out. So I had 18 gigabytes worth of stuff in here, which, believe it or not, is a lot of storage for a temporary file to have. And don't worry, this won't be deleting anything important, but if you want to make sure, just double check to make sure you're not deleting any files that you think would be important to you, because sometimes your web browser can download things to the temp file or a temp folder. And now I'm just going to go ahead and close that. Now you want to open up your favorite browser, and you want to go ahead and get Optifine. It's optifine.net, and want to go ahead and click download, and you want to figure out which version you're going to be using. I use 1.8.9. I think most people do. Gonna go ahead and click on the most stable version, which will be at the top of each one. So if you're gonna do 1.12, you can do the top of that one, 9.4, top of that one. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click download right there. Do not do anything on this ad flag page except for click skip ad right here. Do not do anything on this part of the page. So you want to click there, and you want to go ahead and download. And then you can click open. I usually use Firefox, so I'm not quite used to this browser, so I'm going to go ahead and click install. Put it to wherever your Minecraft directory is if it didn't already do that, and you want to click install. It might take a little bit for you because I think I've already installed this before. And you're going to go ahead and close your browser, and you're going to open up Minecraft right here. And I'm going to go ahead and launch options, add new, or video. And you're going to go ahead and find that version of Minecraft. So we got it right here. 1.8.9 Forge. Not Forge, Optifine. Optifine. Now I'm going to change the resolution. Very important part of the process. You're going to either change it to 1920 by 1080 or 720 or 1280 by 720. And, oh god. Now, this is a very important part of it. If you have a 4K monitor and want it to fit the 4K, and you're actually watching this video because you're getting less than 100 FPS, maybe you need to downgrade your monitor to fit your PC. Now let's see. So 1280 by 720, we're gonna go down here to JVM arguments. This is pretty important part, but not as important as changing the resolution. We're gonna go here, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna figure out how much RAM you have in your computer. So let's say you have 16 gigs of RAM. What you're gonna do is you're gonna make it half your RAM or 1/4 your RAM. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna 8. I know that's a little overkill. You might want to put it at 4 to 6 depending on your computer. If your computer doesn't have more than 4 gigs of RAM, just keep it at 2 right there. Leave it there. Don't mess with it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make that 8. Go here, and I'm going to scroll down to this for video. Click on it, and we're gonna launch it. So now we're just gonna wait for it to launch. Okay, it's launched up. Right, now that we're here, you can go player. I'm gonna go down to MC Central. Right, we're on MC Central. All right. Now, here are the important parts of why we got Optifine. Well, with normal Minecraft, you're not going to have the same settings that you will with Optifine. So you're going to click Options, Video Settings, and you're going to notice that it's going to be ticked at Unlimited, or if it's not, if it's ticked at VSync over here, take it to Unlimited. Make sure it is, because this is very important if you want it to be at max FPS. Here's why. With VSync, I'm only getting like 60 FPS. What's broken, isn't it? With VSync, it shouldn't be giving me this high of FPS, but I guess it is. Well, with your computer, with VSync on, it's going to show that it's going 60 FPS. You want to change it, Unlimited. Now, without shaders, you might get way higher FPS. Notice how I'm at 300 now. Earlier I was at like 250, right? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Options, back to Video Settings, and if your graphics are at fancy, you might want to take it to fast instead, because it barely makes a difference. Really all it does is makes textures a little less, intensive. It really doesn't do much. So just keep it at fast. It doesn't make that big a difference. So now we're going to go over to performance, and you're going to turn on smooth FPS. You have it on. Fast render. Turn this on. Because what this is going to do is it's going to make everything look, a little bit different, but still basically the same. And getting higher FPS. I don't know why I'm getting lower FPS. That's strange. I think it was just a little bit of a glitch. So now we're going to go back to video settings, of course, and we're going to go back to performance. Turn on fast math. Make sure that's on. The Z chunk loading on. Make sure it's on. Smooth world. Make sure it is on, because it is very important that you have this, because with it off, the world kind of works a little different and it gets a little lower. Wow, my computer is not being very nice to me. Every time I say something is bad, it makes a higher FPS for a little bit there. So I'm gonna go back to performance and turn on smooth world. So now we're gonna go to other. Oh wait, sorry, not other. My bad. Quality, and you're gonna notice this little thing right here. And you want to turn map levels to 3 instead of having it off, because what's that going to do? It's going to make everything just a bit smoother. You'll notice it. See? It's anti-aliasing. If this is on, please turn it off, because what that's going to do is, all anti-aliasing does is it makes the corners look less, it makes the corners look sharper. Instead of like this, it's gonna look cleaner, but you're probably already playing a game where it's not really important, unless you're trying to make your game really high quality, looking like real life, which is pretty hard to pull off with Minecraft. Then you don't need to be having that on. So what I'm going to do now is I'm gonna obviously go back to video settings, and we're gonna go back to quality, and we're gonna go over here, and I'm just not gonna leave it anymore. We're just gonna keep going and going. So clear water, you might want to turn this on because this makes the water clearer, which can help you out a lot. Custom fonts, you might want to turn this off because it makes it a little less laggy because it uses the default font that Minecraft uses. Custom sky, you can turn this off if it's really affecting performance. And yeah, just leave it off, but I keep mine on. So details, very important. You can turn off fog, or you can turn off clouds because that gets annoying. Don't even have it on fast because clouds off is so much better. All this does is change it from your resource pack sky to normal Minecraft sky. Not that FPS effective. And smooth biomes, turn this off. It's basically just a little faster because it just blends the biomes together better. But if you have a good enough computer to get over 60 FPS, you don't really need to turn this off. Now, we're going to go over to animations. Turn off which ones kind of lag whenever you have them. So usually what this is going to be rain splash and ocean particles. And terrain animated, of course, too, kind of does it too. You don't need to turn them all off. Just turn off the ones that are most intensive on your computer. Make sure particles are on minimal because this will help you out a lot. Now you can turn off smooth lighting too, which is pretty helpful. And I don't know if I already got to this, but you can actually make your render distance lower because that means your computer doesn't have to render as much and it can be much faster like this. I'm getting over like 100 more FPS than I normally get. Or now I'm getting like a lot more FPS, whatever. That's of course, you don't want to be playing like that, so you want to keep it at like what, 8? I normally play at 16. But that lowers your FPS by a lot, so you really just want to play on like 8 to 12. And that will make your performance way better. And usually when you're playing games like Sky Wars or PvP games, you don't really need it to be that far of render distance. You just need it to be enough so that you can see the other players. And it's pretty good. So now you'll notice that your game is most likely running way faster than it was before. You're probably getting like 20 to 40 frames more than you normally would. And if it doesn't really boost your FPS, that could be due to you not having an NVIDIA GPU, maybe, because of the certain things we did in the settings. If you didn't really notice a increase in speed, you can go ahead and turn back on fancy graphics and whatever dynamic lights, of course, you want to have off because it's way faster and stuff. And well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really hope it helped you out. If it did, please make sure to smash the like button. It would really help me out. If you guys want more tutorials like this, then go ahead and let me know in the comment section. Also, comment whether or not this helped you out, and if it did, please tell me how much FPS it increased you by. And if it didn't help you out, I don't know what to tell you. This is basically the only way you can boost your FPS. So, thanks for watching, and see ya.